Morning. Hope everyone is doing good. So we are looking at NQNES just like usual. This is how the daily chart looks. Yesterday it traded inside this volume imbalance. This is how the weekly looks. I'm expecting the weekly to be dropped inside this. Tomorrow we have got a high impact news driver at 8:30 unemployment claims. But on 4 hours we've got this inefficiency which we might trade into, or at least into this. So that is how I'm looking at the market. Still going to be patient until the market open. We will be getting premium gap opening on both. So just going to be patient here and won't be risking more than $150 on each trade. If I lose 3 straight trades, I'm going to close off my day here. We are 18 minutes away from market open right now. And copy trading on FundedNext and as well as Take Profit Trader. These are 10 evaluations in total for 25K accounts. On NQ, we are trading inside the Monday's opening range, which wasn't really traded inside. It just kept on running higher and higher. But yesterday it traded inside of it. Today we can either expect it to trade higher inside these inefficiencies on 4 hour or either continue dropping lower to fill in the Monday's opening range gap, which starts from here. Yes, it's pushing higher. So just going to be patient here. We are 14 minutes away from market open, waiting for the market open. And then we'll be waiting for the first presented fair value gap. And then look for our participation. I'm right now bullish and seeing the markets like this, but we'll be getting premium opening at open hopefully. The regular trading our closing price was 23,144 on NQ and 6329.25 on ES. So I'm expecting it to start dropping lower to fill in this gap once the market has opened. And then I'll look for some sort of participation, managing my risk properly. Won't be risking more than $150 on each trade. I'm currently trading on 10 evaluations, 5 with FundedNext and 5 with Take Profit Trader. So, yep, let's see what we are going to be getting here. 14 minutes away from market open. I trade here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow I'll be live at 8:30 a.m. because we have got a news driver at 8:30, unemployment claims. So if you trade NASDAQ or if you trade ICT concepts, I'm always here on trading days. If you can give it a subscribe or like this video, it will be really encouraging for me as a new creator. And it's always good to know more people and more traders, so feel free to have a chat. 13 minutes away from market open. I was actually tempted to go long from here and targeting this high 173, around 20 points, but as it wasn't in my model or the time frame that I usually play, so that is why I did not really interact into it. Hope the quality is fine, the latency and my audio and the charts as well. If not, just let me know in the chat. In 11 minutes away from market open. Ten minutes away. If we look at 4 hour, this is what I'm thinking it will trade into 23,249. It has already referred this CB on 4 hour, which means that if it tries to visit it again, it most probably will be using it as bullish inversion to take prices much higher, at least to these highs or at least to this inefficiency. We have also got weekly BC here that can be the drawn liquidity for this week. But let's see. ES is dropping. Feels like it is going to fill in the gap before opening. We are 8 minutes away from market open right now. Just going to stay patient here until the market opens and presents us with first presented fair value gap or some proper clarification on the direction it wants to go, and then we will look to participate with proper risk management, which is not more than $150 on each trade. So yep, after this close we will be 7 minutes away from market open. Dropping its speed. I'm expecting this to be used as bearish inversion and expecting speed from here on ES. I think you should be doing a similar thing for using this. Wait. 6 minutes away from market open. Five minutes away from market open, and then we'll be waiting for the first presented fair value gap. It seems like it is going to fill in the gap and going to give a really small opening range gap. on both ES and NQ. We are trading in premium right now from the gap, so that is why it is dropping lower, close to the market open. 3 minutes away from market open. So tempted to short from here, but no, I won't be doing it. We are 2.5 minutes away from market open. Two minutes away. Used it perfectly on both. One and a half minute away from market open. It's always good to know people over the chat section, as we are building a new community, mainly of ICT traders and NASDAQ Futures traders. So it will be really fun to get to know you if you can, you know, want to interact or anything like that. So just a minute away from market open. 23144. 23144. 6329.25. Okay. 20 seconds away. Our market opens. We've got our first opening print on both. Got some premium opening. Expecting it to drop lower initially. ES is about to trade just inside the 0.5 of the opening range. This is how the regular trading hour looks. Got this Monday's opening range still unfilled. So if it keeps on continuing lower, we know that that is what it might be going for. Alright, fills in the gap completely on ES. Took this high on NQ and then drops to the consequent encroachment of the opening range gap. ES has cleared the post London session sell side, while ES did not, while NQ did not. Okay, just filled in the consequent encroachment of the opening range gap on NQ and feels like running higher. Here's the post London buy side on NQ. ES is still holding the range lower, but looks like it wants to catch up on NQ after filling in the gap completely. We might be getting our first presented fair value gap, which I will be using to long if it allows me, because I think we are running to this inefficiency and might even run for these highs and this inefficiency. So my bias is long here. Let's see if we are going to get our first presented fair value gap on NQ here. And then I will have to use the light open range. Right, I'm going long from here. Let's see if we get filled. This is our first presented fair value gap on NQ. Weekdays. No first presented fair value gap on ES yet. If it keeps on running without filling me, I'll be okay with it, won't be chasing it. Trade here. Takes the overnight highs on NQ. No first presented fair value gap on ES yet. So let's see if they want to drop it and then use it as a bearish inversion or bullish inversion on NQ, because it has taken the London highs and the overnight highs. It can easily start dropping from here. That is why I removed my buy limit here. I'll be seeing the reaction, and if it looks like it wants to continue higher, then I might tag long here. It seems to be strong enough. I am going here. I'll do this, do the similar thing. See, just dipped inside the fair value gap. Okay, we are filled now on our long. Will it be an instant stop out? Looks like they want to drop it lower now. Using the high of the opening range. Yep, instant stop out. Not nice. It's okay. The risk was managed. Did not lose more than 150. Should have waited here. Dips inside the fair value gap again, giving the first presented fair value gap on ES. Let's see how they're gonna act. Going short, taking this high as my stop. Taking first partial at the overnight lows. And taking the terminus at the high of the Monday's opening range gap. ES is looking strong to drop from here. Nice. Alright, looks good. I don't like it holding this below closing above the regular trading hour closing price on ES. Okay, the close was okay. Should be continuing lower. Got this small volume imbalance on NQ. And good reaction on ES. Should have waited for the long that I placed here, and I knew that the overnight highs has been taken. It can easily, start going to the lows. I'm reducing my risk here. NQ has still not filled the opening range gap fully. I completely missed that. So let's see if it wants to trade higher from here. I'm holding it because NQ has still not filled the opening range gap fully. I'm expecting it to drop lower, at least take this low. Looks like they can start running it higher from here as well. Just going to stay patient here. ES is referring the consequent encroachment of the opening range gap, I feel, and then should start running lower. I'm adding one more. Looks like they are going for the highs now again. But still going to wait for how it reacts in this inefficiency, which is unfilled. Straight two losses, guys. Not really what I expected here to be. So this is going to be my last trade. If I'm stopped out here, I'm going to be closing off my day. ES trades through. I do not like that. Should find some support here, consequent encroachment. I'm adding more. All right, this should be we should be on side here. And ES is finding strength now. That is good. I want this to be held bullishly. Got volume imbalance here. Same on ES as well, because it has also got a breaker. I'm reading this bullish as a bullish candle as a breaker here. If not, I'm going to protect my capital here. It can easily dip inside the first presented fair value gap again, but I can enter again. Don't want to take a loss here. ES doesn't look good. Stopped out again, but this time didn't lose anything, so that is good. I'm not liking ES. I'll go long here again. Mm-hmm. Doesn't look good. Hey Rashik, how we doing? So if I get stopped out, bro, this is going to be my last trade. I'll give it my recap after that. I took two losses and then one break-even trade here. I got entered again, expecting it to continue high. At least take yesterday's afternoon range, which is here, and trade into this 4-hour CB. We are still left with a little portion on the opening range gap on NQ, but everything is filled on ES. It just retested the low of the opening range gap and now trading inside this fair value gap, first presented fair value gap. If this gets hold bullishly, I might add and move my stop a little closer. How are you doing though? Hope everyone is fine, doing good. I'm doing good, not messing up my life account this year. That's nice, bro. Always be patient. If you can stay patient, this is going to be really easy for you. And I'm trying to exercise the same things that I preach. I'll be sharing a few things with you over the Twitter, um, and that might help you. So stay tuned. Maybe after the stream, I've got few additions in my trading system that will really help me. Yeah, you can always talk when you are not trading. I could have longed here with 30 contracts as well and passed my evaluations. So Rashik, do you know about Gharar and Maisar? Yep, I'll be sending you some things. I think it might help you. All right, it's dropping again. Should hold this. Yeah. So it's a it's Islamic concept, and because you sent me your certificate, so I saw your name. Uh, those two concepts can really help us being day trader and especially sticking to our rules. So qarar basically means that when you are risking higher, like extreme risk, that is haram, and that is technically haram in Islam. So I'm not really that practicing Muslim, but there are a few things when it is considered haram. I think it helps us, stay away from it. Then the other thing is maisar. So maisar is basically when you are gambling. So playing outside the times which you haven't back tested or studied is basically maisar because you are gambling. Uh, so that is haram as well. So I have posted these rules right in front of my system so that whenever I am, tempted to leverage extra or risk higher or play outside the New York time zone, which is I'm moving my stop break even here. I don't like this coming back again. I did like this. Let's see, let's study this wick. Maybe they want to use this wick here. Let's see. ES has traded back into the first presented fair value gap. It's okay, our stop is break even, so won't be losing anything. So yeah, then I've also got some of my rules written uh, here on a cardboard, which is placed just beneath my keyboard. So that really helps me, stay focused towards my goal. Other than that, I do write daily goals always before starting in my session to focus back on the things that really matters. So yeah, I will be sharing those things over the Twitter's direct message. I might help you out. So if you see here, the ES took the low of this wick while NQ respected the consequent encroachment up till now. It can again drop back like this. Our stop is safe. We are in break even, so no stress. Capital preservation is the key. All right, trades through the consequent encroachment now. All right, all right. Let's see if it's going to stop us out or not. Looks like we are going to be stopped out here. Closes below that SIBI, which was supposed to be inverted bullishly. Now trading below that wick as well. I'm going to close this because it has traded below it. So this is 10 o'clock candle, expecting it to continue higher. So Rashik, do you only play New York morning session or do you play other sessions as well? I'm going to reduce my partial here and going to hold it. It looks like we are really bullish and should be trading inside this and can also be taking this. Taking one partial over yesterday's afternoon buy side liquidity, and then we'll take my terminus here in the in this inefficiency. I'm going to make it one because then it will not allow me to book any market order. Let's see if we are on side here now or not. Missed our stop by a few points here. The low came at 23,196. We were sitting at 194.5. Yes, still looks weak. Wanted to use it as bullish inversion this time. Really strong. Got this small volume imbalance that it can trade into, and that will drop NQ's prices as well. I trade only AM. Sometimes I will try lunch. Yeah, man, that's good. Okay, first partial has been booked. Nice push. I really like this. Was expecting it. Has taken the morning opening range buy side on both. I'm gonna reduce my stop here. AM session is really nice, man. Like not AM session, sorry, the lunch session, because then we have got all the important information and know what it is likely to do in the lunch hour. If not in the first hour of the lunch hour, then we know that in the second hour it can be doing the same thing. Doing the backtesting and looking into the market profiles in different times is the key. So you asked for the recap. I'll just give you that. So initially I shorted this, okay, and then no. I longed this actually, placing a limit order, but it was an instant stop out because the overnight highs were taken here. So yeah, it stopped me out here. Then I went short here, okay, and then got stopped out again here. Then I went long here, okay, got a break even stopped out here, and then I went long again, and then we have booked our one partial. And let's see if it is going to continue to the higher prices that we are expecting it to. I'm going to grade this inefficiency. The fact that I'm expecting it to be bullishly inverted is the reason that ES has already visited this SIBI. And if it is visiting it again, then there are high chances of using it as bullish inversion rather than, uh, bearish inversion. Trade lunch and PM sessions. I'm new to it. Bro, I would say just avoid PM session. Just stick until the 12:50 till 1:10 macro, and then just close off your day after that. Because the power hour trading, I did go through ICT's content to learn that, but it seems to be really confusing for especially for me. But if you feel like trading it, I've given you the video, ICT's, one trading setup for life, and then you can look into it and find your model there. Hope the recap was clear enough. So this is the fourth trade that I'm in for the day. Thanks, man. You got that video. That's nice. Alright. Oh, let's see if it is going to give us our second partial, and then I'm going to be riding this one contract until these highs, hopefully. 23,406. This should cut out my losses from the previous trades. Alright, looks good. Good. Hey Rashik, what time are you usually free or got time? Maybe over the weekends or during the weekdays? Maybe we can do, I don't know, Google Meet sessions to improve ourselves and get to know each other better if you are down for it. If I didn't get any entry, I'll try 11:30, 12:30 entries. Not more than 1 p.m. Yeah, man, that's nice. So PM session it starts around 1:30. 1:30 till 4 is the PM session time zone on future index. So yeah, we can do meet session. Let's talk about it over Twitter and we can plan something out. Do you usually have time during weekdays? And if you do, like what time? You can use your time zone to explain me. I'll just convert it. I'll be free at Saturday and Sunday. All right. Let's plan something out. I'll look into my calendar and see. All right. Seems to be retracing. We got this small silver bullet fair value gap on ES, which I'm expecting it to be held bullishly. We have got this here on NQ with the volume imbalance, so we are going to incorporate the wick inside the fair value gap as well. Morning 10 a.m. to night 11 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. If we just give me a second. And it's Indian time, right? Damn, 10 a.m. till 11 p.m., bro. Okay. It got me confused for a while. Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. till 11 p.m. I'm gonna find the time. Yeah, let me check what time is it for me. 10 a.m. is going to be, I think, 1:30 p.m. 10 a.m. Yep, 1 p.m. So you guys are 4 hours behind. That means that morning 10 a.m. That is going to be 2 p.m. at my time, and 11 p.m. till 11 p.m. You have got like 3 a.m. All right, oh, sir, I'll get back to you, and it will be really nice to have you. What I'll try to do is put in some Google Meet or something like that, and then maybe we can do the backtesting sessions and something like that, or go through ICT's content and maybe look into each other's model and how we can improve ours using it. I'm going to move my stop a little higher here. Although I want this to be held bullishly, and this retracement is pretty obvious, but you never know. So, all good. Yep, that will be really helpful for both of us. Thanks, man. I'll drop in the details over your Twitter direct message, so we will stay in touch over there. All right, ES has still not made inside that inefficiency while NQ is still holding it. Do not really like this. Thanks, man. I really like your work ethic and your consistency, bro. You are always here, even on the days when I'm not here. I really love this. Like, you are going to be doing really good. Trust me. Just keep this effort, and everything is going to fall at its place at the right time. So that is why I did not really like that when NQ was already trading inside that while ES had to trade inside of it. Let's see if it wants to hold it now or not. Because if ES had not traded inside of it, that means that the next candle will be dropping lower for ES to allow it to drop inside of it. And that can allow NQ to invert it bearishly, which I do not want to see here. I hope I was able to make any sense there. Don't really like the close on NQ, to be honest. Still going to stick with my stop and my partials here. I'm pretty confident here. ES referred the lower half of the 4-hour CB, sorry, and NQ is now trading lower. I want this to be bullishly inverted. We are just inside the first 15 minutes of this 4-hour candle. 15 minutes look pretty strong. Still got 1 minute. I am expecting it to close inside this. And let's see. At least give us this. That will be our partial. Let's see. One more thing that I'm noticing trading with different prop firms together is that like I'm right now trading with Take Profit Pro and FundedNext. So the FundedNext has got $22 in drawdown while the top Take Profit trader is just around $10. So it's a significant difference that I always notice, especially with MFFU and especially with FundedNext. So either they are charging extra commission or something like that per order. But whatever it is, it really costs us here. So dropping lower, still going to stick with my stop, nothing to worry about. Stop is in break even. Won't be losing anything. We have booked our first partial in the profits. I'm holding this trade to for it to be expecting it to continue higher. The 15-minute did not really close as I wanted it to close, but we are still going to stick with it. The hourly looks nice, traded inside this CB in the first 15 minute. Let's see if it wants to continue and invert this bullishly, or will it just keep dropping here. If it does keep dropping here, we are managed with our risk. Our stop is break even, and we'll look what is market telling us after stopping us out from here. If it continues, then I'm going to be holding it as mentioned earlier. So yeah, just going to stay patient here and yeah, let the market do its thing. Not really liking how ES is reacting here. Right, ES is almost referring the first presented fair value gap and this volume imbalance. If you see, annotate it here. Hit this. Used it and reacted nicely. If it closes like that, that is going to be a nice signature. I do not really like the close on ES. Right back in first presented fair value gap from today. I wanted to close bullishly on ES and then I might add one more contract here. Nah, doesn't really look strong. The close was inside the first presented fair value gap using the new week opening gap, which is not really a gap but just a price print from 21st of July. Alright, good bounce. Wanted to close above this new week opening gap low at least and inside the midnight open range on ES. Right, closing nicely. 10 seconds to go. That's nice. Right. Yep. Closes above and almost above. Just a tick lower. I am adding one more. And we must stop there. The ES does not look good. The time is 10:20 after this close. So maybe it is just engineering the equal lows that it wants to take in the lunch hour. If there is no end dog and new week opening, what should we do? Simply mark 6 p.m. open. There was always a gap, right? Like the market would be closed. So what I've done is I do not write high or low on that and mark it like this. Maybe you can do the same. And whenever there is a gap, I annotate it like this: new week opening gap high, new week opening gap low. Hope that answered your question. NQ is trying to find some strength, but ES is holding it. It's okay if we are going to get stopped out here, nothing to worry about. We are break even and have made back some of our losses from the earlier session. All right, stopped out. Currently in $172 loss here. Just going to stay patient and see what is market trying to tell us here. Was I able to answer it, Varshi? Good, thank you. So seems to be dropping lower. Let's see if it wants to hold from the first presented fair value gap on NQ or not. We're going to look for sales. Yeah, bro, but to be honest, the market is in really weird place because to be honest, what I was looking at for this week was this weekly busy to be the drawn liquidity. ES is reacting really bearish on the higher time frame as well. So yeah, you might be right here. Let's see. We have also got Monday's opening range gap here. It's starting from here. Big movements. Took the morning range sell side on ES. NQ is back in the first presented fair value gap. Going short here, using this as my stop. Risking 159 here. Will it be bullish SMT by NQ not taking the lows? I don't think so. The way ES is reacting, I think it will make NQ follow up on ES by falling lower. This can be the bearish breaker, and if it wants to refer it, it can stop me out. I'm closing it here, guys. I don't really like this. So yeah, it can go and fall lower, but I'm okay with it. Closed my sell here. Wasn't really comfortable in it, and there's no point of being in positions where you are totally stressed out. I was also risking more than $150 there, So that is why I just closed it in my profit. Shouldn't be holding it this long in Q if it wants to drop lower. It's minimum final average passing duration for 50k euro. So bro, I always use the 10% risk as per my risk management. Like for example, if you got $2,000 buffer, then I won't be taking trade that is more than $200 on that account, if that makes sense. So whatever the drawdown is, I just try to play 10% of it. So yeah, looks like it was good decision to cut off my short. Yeah, would have been stopped out there. Looks like bullish SMT to me, to be honest. So 1 hour traded back inside this CIVI on ES. After doing this, had small inefficiency, fill that. About the small VC, it should be bearishly inverted. I'm short long here, taking this low as my stop. Midnight open price. Risking $163 here at the moment. Hope I was able to answer your question there, Rashid. No, and it totally depends upon your stats and how you see risk management yourself. Like I I have made that 10% rule only because of the fact that my losing streak does not usually go up till 10 straight losses. So that is why I'm a bit confident there. So yes, referred the low of the first presenter fair value gap. and seems to be acting bearish after that. So my bias for the long was the fact that it has traded again inside this BC and should continue higher. Let's see, we can be offside here. If that is the case, I'll be closing off my day here. Closing my short there was a really good decision, to be honest. I wasn't really positioned nice for that. I'm expecting the drop to the lows, to be honest. And the weekly candle, if you see, around, I would say, um, tomorrow, 8:30, news driver can drop these prices lower. So, yeah, for that, it needs to continue higher into that 4 hour inefficiency. So this partial will bring my accounts to break even. Let's see what I can look for than that. I'll use this VIX 4.75. 4.75. Right, looks good. Hope I was able to explain the long clearly here, Ashik. You must have seen that I was referring to 4 hour and hourly candle when I saw this hourly candle on ES doing this, like trading back into this inefficiency after filling this in. I expected some sort of bounce from here, and the fact that this was all done in the first half of the morning session. It looks like the lunch should continue towards the higher prices, but let's see. Currently filled in this inefficiency on ES and NQ and then retracing lower. It was this run only to fill in this inefficiency? Not really sure here. ES is referring the midnight open price. NQ referred that here. Going to reduce my loss a little. We've got this BC both on ES and NQ. This one is inside the first presented fair value gap as well. Don't want to choke my trade already because it can retest the first presented fair value gap and this order block as well. Looking good. Rashik, I just went through your direct message. It seems to be really promising, but brother, I know all the excitement it brings when you have first passed your, funded accounts and you are copy trading on those accounts. It really gets on your nerves and your emotions, and then you start, leveraging high and start taking positions which are not really in your setup. So please be patient and take it slowly and gradually. I would say just focus on one firm at the moment. If you have got MFFU or if you have got Fivers or anyone, just focus on their program. Try to get good cash out. For example, if you are getting, I don't know, any amount of cash out, I would say do not invest more than 20% of it back into your trading, because if you are going to lose it, it is really going to hinder your, progress as a day trader. So those are some of the lessons that I have learned really expensively, and I would like you to use my experience um, for your, development there. Hope I answered that. So what I'm going to do is send you the pictures that I was talking about here. All right, trades inside this SIBI and then is acting bearishly. The high came at 263.5. The low of this fair value gap is 263.75. So missed it by a few ticks. Let's see if it wants to continue higher. I'm not going to be riding it until here. So moving break even now. I want this to be inverted bullishly on ES. Previously used SIBI should be used bullishly to run prices higher with speed. So yeah, let's see. So I've sent you that. Do give it a look whenever you've got time. We are 6 minutes away from macro. ES has bounced off from here. That is nice. NQ has bounced off from here, which is nice. Now should work on this. So SMT divergence here around 1024. Usually this is around 10 o'clock early. No worries, brother, anytime. Because, bro, the fact is that no matter like how careless we can be with our religion and all of that thing, but I think that making money, like at least when we are making money, we do appreciate these things because you know how bad it can affect you if you are not really earning from the good means. And so, yeah, I researched about all the things that I can incorporate in my life to make myself, more disciplined. And I think this is something that is really going to be helpful for all the Muslim traders. Yeah, so those are some of the non-avoidables and some of the power statements. One of which is it is just one transaction, do not risk your whole career on this. So, and the second is you are only stressed because of your size. You have learned something that repeats every week. Always time first, then price. You are a full-time professional day trader who trades responsibly. So I believe that all these power statements really, keep you focused on the right things. I'm not really liking this price action here at the top. I thought it would have just swept the highs. So I'm taking one off here and then I'll leave two as a break-even stop out here, one here, and the other one is just below the first presented fair value gap of Tuesday. Let's see. I am still in somewhat $40 loss for the day, realized. Oh, yeah. I'm not liking this drop. After trading inside this, NQ is reacting bearish. Alright, I'm not just going to babysit this. I'm going to leave it here with my partials and with my stop. We can keep talking over the chat and, you know, keep talking about different things, or if you want to talk about something else, feel free, brother. I'm going to remove my drawings for a while here. helps me read the price action in a much better way. We got this small CB, no CB on ES, but still trading higher. That's good. Like, let's see. Yeah, sure. Take your time. What job do you do in Australia other than trading? So, bro, um, let me know once you are back and then we can talk about it. All right, dropping lower. Mm, We are in macro now, coming off from this 1 minute CB and reacting bearishly. I still think it's going to continue higher and will chop some longs, maybe trading into this, maybe even chop me. So yeah, let's stick with it. We have booked our one partial here, somewhere here. We are in $40 realized loss at the moment on take profit and $60 on FundedNext. I don't know why there is a difference always. Yeah, so Rashik, I used to be working 75 hours a week previously, but since the past 5 months, I have taken trading full time. But what I did wrong there was quitting all my jobs and going full time in this without making any proper buffer for like savings of at least 6 to 8 months of buffer should be there if you wanna pursue this, full time. So I'm just living with this risk at the moment because I think this is the last year that I can afford it right now. Uh, so took the risk and trying to learn what things I can do better. But I will be looking, not really now, but let's see. If it does not really work out for me this month, I might have to go back to work again. And then what I'll be doing is working for the next 2 to 3 years and building up my capital and savings before I give this another try. So hope that made, answered your question. Dropping lower on NQ. All right, powerful continuation here on both. Looks good. So, Rashik, are you back? So this CB should be acting with speed now. This one. We are in macro. First 5 minutes. Alright. ES makes higher highs for the morning session. That will be 100 points. So $200 on one macro. If you guys trade NASDAQ or ICT concepts, I'm here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow I'll be here at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time because of the news driver. So it will be really nice to know more traders who are doing the similar um, tape reading and using similar concepts like ICT, or maybe trading the similar market like NASDAQ or ES. I would really like to know you guys. Please subscribe with the channel and drop in some comments or maybe the chat. And I'll be really happy to know you guys. Right, missed our partial by a few ticks, makes a higher high. So the high came at 289.75, missed it by 2.25 points. Looks like it is going to continue here. I'm back in that SIBI. See if it wants to hold it bullishly or not. I'm trying to do some stuff here. I'm 2 minutes away from 11 o'clock open. Mm-hmm. Let me know, Rashik, once you are back. I think you are still away. So holding the inversion fair value gap nicely here on NQ. Second partial is about to be worked. Going to be really patient here, not going to ruin my trade here by doing stupid things. 11 o'clock is here. I'm expecting a continuation higher until this macro finishes, and then we might drop lower somewhere around 11:30. Thank you very much. Booked in my second partial as well. So now just going to hold one contract until the first presented fair value gap of Tuesday. Um, this looks nice. This is 4 hour. So currently trading at 0.25. This is 4 hours inefficiency as well. Currently trading at the upper quadrant, has previously made this, and this was the reason why my bias was long, because it has already traded inside this inefficiency. If they had to drop it lower, they would have done it like this, but because they held the prices lower after taking this low, I expected it to continue higher, because we've got this buy side sitting here. Also, this is small inefficiency, and then this huge inefficiency got this as well. So, yeah, that was my reason of being long today, which seems to be going pretty well. Uh, I have realized $140 in profit, and the break even is safe as well. I'm going to make it a little lower here, and then just going to leave it here until my either my last partial is filled or I'm stopped out here. Going to remove the drawings. Yeah. So still continuing. This is good. We are left with 3 minutes in macro. Mm, 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 mm. This is why it's really fun to know people and talk to people in the chat section, because trading and live trading especially can be really boring, especially for the viewers as well. I don't know what I can add here to make it more entertaining. If you guys have any, ideas or anything like that, just let me know. Other than that, we can always be talking here about trading or any other stuff that you guys are interested in. So, yeah. It's so funny how people are, how new people expect trading to be. Like, I usually have a people or a few in my stream, like towards the start of the stream, and they're like, "Nah, bro, you should be taking this, you should take this profit, you should take that trade, you should do this and that." And then on the very next second, they are not over your stream and they are jumping to another stream, trying to look what other people are doing. Mate, you need to stop hopping like a frog. You need to stick to one thing and submit to it and see if it works out or not, because this here is not a simple thing to do. All right, it takes real balls to live stream such things. But it's really nice to see good people as well who are here to learn and get better and improve their trading. So after taking this high, NQ took the high while ES did not. Both of them seems to be correcting. That was 11:10 candle. So yeah, just going to stay patient here. Can reverse because we are closing to lunch our profile 11:30 till 1:30, and what it usually does is reverse whatever the market has done in the, not reverse, I think retrace at least whatever the market has done during the morning session, and this is what it did. Took the high, then came lower, took the sell side on ES, and then rallied higher. So I'm expecting a continuation of this, can come into this inefficiency, taking these sell sides. But let's see, going to stay patient here and stick with it, because the bias is derived from higher time frame, mainly 4 hour. expecting this 4-hour inefficiency to be bullishly inverted and take these highs. We have booked profits from most of our trade. We went in with 3 contracts there, 2 are already off. So just left with 34% of my position here. Continuing higher on NQ. Just sticking with this long, already booked 66% of my position here in profits and made back the losses that I did earlier in the session, leaving this job at break even and expecting it to continue until 23,330 at least. But to be honest, I'm looking this 4-hour to be inverted bullishly and take these highs, which are sitting at 2343.75, but I'm booking my last contract much below that. So yep, that is how I'm looking at this position right now. I'm going to remove drawing so that it's much easier to look at things. Yeah, I'm trading NASDAQ Futures using ICT concepts daily at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whenever there is no news driver at 8:30, whenever there is a news driver at 8:30, I do it at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you trade NASDAQ or ES futures, do hit the subscribe button and do hit the like button as well if you are enjoying this stream and liking what have been shown here. I will be really glad to know you more if you trade ICT concepts or trade NASDAQ. We are building a small community of ICT traders here. It's really nice to know new people and know new traders here in the chat section. So please hit subscribe if this sounds familiar to you. We will be growing here together and working on the trading. So good continuation higher. We had the SMT divergence, ES taking the low sell side from the morning range after doing this run, and then consolidated here for a while, used this CB as a bullish inversion to run the prices higher. We are up 110 points right now. No. Wait, let's stay patient here. Alright, 20 points away from my terminus. Going to open up the drawings to see how it reacts on the new day opening gaps. Yeah, from 1st of August. Because my partial is above that. $11.21, 9 minutes away from lunch. Expecting it to be filled before lunch. He is making higher highs, about to trade inside the new day opening gap low from 1st of August. Similar on NQ. NQ trades above the new day opening gap low. ES trades above, while NQ reacts bearishly after touching it. Should be good to continue, I expect. Let's see. It reacts bearishly. ES as well. And to make my stop a little tight because of the time profile that we are in, we can expect the retracement towards the lower prices soon because lunch profile is almost in. We are just 6 minutes away from lunch open. I think it just need to make a little more pushes higher, maybe one or two, to trade inside the first presented fair value gap from Tuesday at least. We are placed below that a few ticks, so that should be good. ES is trying to make higher highs, and Q still remains in this range of the previous candle. I'm going to be closing off my session here. Made back all my losses and decent profit as well. So, yeah, it was a good day other than the fact that I went impulsively short here, which I closed in profit, so that was good. Also that I went impulsively long here and it instantly stopped me out. I ignored the fact that we had the opening range gap still unfilled on NQ, so that punished me there. Traded to the lower quadrant and then bounced off. So those were two losses that needs to be, reviewed and worked around for the next time. You guys can also rewatch these streams anytime. They are always on my YouTube channel. I do not remove them. So yeah, ES is working in this fair value gap, which I wanted to hold bullishly. Let's see if they want to, or maybe start running prices lower from here. I think they just need to do one more push. 5 minutes away from lunch open. So yeah, you can always watch these streams in real time on my YouTube channel. I never remove them. You can also subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you know whenever I'm going live. It is usually 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when we do not have any economic news driver at 8:30 a.m. Whenever we do have an economic news driver, just like tomorrow, I try to go live around 8:30. And if you learned anything from this video, giving it a like will really appreciate me and encourage me as a new creator here. So feels like it is pushing higher. NQ traded beautifully inside this BC and seems like it wants to trade inside the first presented fair value gap from yesterday. Thanks for giving it a like, really appreciate it. Three minutes away from lunch open. Alright, he just makes higher highs for the morning. Alright, that's good. He is about to trade inside the first presented fair value gap from yesterday. NQ is acting weak inside the new day opening gap from 1st of August. Should continue higher. Yeah, that's good. One more push on NQ. We should be filled to choke it. So the high came at 329.75, missed it by 0.5. Still going to stick with it. I think it should really trade inside the first presented fair value gap from yesterday on NQ. We are 1.5 minutes away from lunch open. Hi Tevraj, how are you doing? Bro, you just arrived when I am about to knock off here. How you doing? How is everything? Your friend was here. We had a little chat. He had to go somewhere. Yeah. So ES is trading above the first presented fair value gap while NQ still holds this. Looks like it is going to drop on NQ. All right, thank you very much. I was paid for my patience here. Very nice. It's all right. Life happens, man. I can understand. There are days when I cannot even go live. So you are all good. How is everything? So I'm done with my session here. Just going to stay here, have a chat with you. If you wanna ask me anything, feel free. You can also drop a question as a comment on this stream. I'll be leaving this stream on my YouTube channel, just like all the other streams. So you can rewatch it and go through the session at your pace. And I will be calling it a day today, if that's all right. So just waiting on you, Thevraj. If you got any questions, just let me know. Right. Looks like he's good. So thanks a lot guys for watching and staying here with me. I do it every trading day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you trade NASDAQ futures or ES futures, or if you use ICT concepts to read the market, please give it a like and subscribe my channel. It will be really nice to know new traders here. We are building a small community and I think it will be really helpful for both ends. Today I got, I think, around 6 or 7 trades, brother, out of which 2 or 3 of them were break-even trades. I took 2 losses initially and then closing my day at $400 on 10 accounts. So that is actually $4,000 profit. So yeah. All right, guys, this will be it for me today. If you learned anything, just give it a like. If you can subscribe the channel, it will be really encouraging for me as a new creator. Uh, I'll call it a day here. Thanks a lot for watching and sticking through. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, hopefully, because we have got a high impact news driver at 8:30, unemployment claims. So we'll start reading the price action from there. Stay safe, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Cheers. Bye.